Anyway, okay, listen. Sit down. I know someone earlier came in here and was like, oh, I'm really, really glad to find someone that's not talking about the drama. I'm gonna give it... God, I don't know why I'm clearing my throat. I do really apologize. I'm gonna give it a little bit of space in the stream so that when we're done, we don't have to address it, talk about it. It's really not my place anyway, but I do want to say something. You just look really low res. What? So before I say anything, like I said, it's not gonna be too long. I don't want anyone to say anything crazy mean. I just don't want that. I think that everyone in their lives makes some really, really bad mistakes. No one is free from mistakes. So I just want to say that. First off, okay? People get mad, people get jealous, people get frustrated. So you're gonna do things that you probably shouldn't have and don't mean, and then take a few years away and go, wow, I was an absolute asshole, okay? Now the only difference between us, what's up, Project? Welcome back. The only difference between us and you is that our lives are plastered online, all right? Our lives are forever online. It doesn't matter what mistake you made 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's there. And people have your receipts in DMs. And if you mess up 5-10 years later, they're going to go, look what they did. Like that's okay. That's just it. That's your journey as a content creator. Even if you messed up in such a bad way, it's probably going to come up one way or another. Forever grateful that my worst moments were not viewed by thousands of people. So if you're not a content creator, be glad. Now, what I'm saying right now does not really put everything under the rug. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying for just one moment, take a second to realize that we're human, gonna make mistakes because we're gonna get angry, we're gonna get, like I said, jealous. We're do things that we don't freaking mean. So that's my saving grace speech right there. I don't really want to say much on anything, but I think where I get really frustrated, I think that if you love someone, and you love someone and you're with them for a long time, you tell them everything and they tell you everything. And you're like one unit, okay? That's just kind of how things are when you're in a relationship, let alone a relationship of 5 years. There's just no way, okay? So that's where my line gets drawn is, yes, I feel there's a part of me that put a lot of my shit aside for whoever and went, damn, they didn't deserve that. That's how I mostly feel about what happened. No one deserved to be talked about, ostracized, or been pushed out of opportunities for their own career. I think that sucks. And that happens a lot. Let's be real, that happens all the time, especially in the VTuber community. I don't care if people are like, oh, all content creators. No, you. The VTuber community is insane, okay? Let's just be real. There are a lot of beautiful, amazing people, but it's taken time to find. But because all of us are sprinkled with different age groups, different walks of life, different experiences, and different expectations, and different countries that we are in and have grown up around. We're all different. It's a battlefield, bro. It is a battlefield, okay? Why are you saying my name with a question mark? So, where was I going with that? So, I don't think anyone deserves that. No one. So, I feel that already. That sucks. Okay. And I already know that it feels quite bad for someone that didn't really like you already to kind of treat you badly. But I cannot imagine having someone that you traveled with, you were on stage with, you hung out with, you streamed with, you had fan art with, you called your groups your group, you had a name, and then the whole time behind closed doors, what happened? My heart would absolutely ache. But what I'm absolutely not okay with is to be like, my boyfriend did it. Now, you made me feel bad for someone that I shouldn't feel bad for. I shouldn't feel bad for your partner. But I feel bad that you just went, he did it. No, dude, that sucks. That sucks, man. You loved him and he loved you and you all both messed up, but damn, dude. I can't imagine. When you're a team with someone and you work together, what? So that made me hurt really, really bad to see that. Again, I don't have a horse in this race, okay? I have nothing to do with it. And honestly, I'm putting my foot in my mouth if I'm saying anything, but that sucks to see. And I don't think that should have been done. I think you just step forward and go, Your Honor, up. Like, don't even mention that guy. Don't mention the guy over there. Just go, I did. I really wanted to grow, and it got to my head. I shouldn't have. I really, really, really messed up. Big time. I don't really know how to fix it right now, and I'm really sorry. And it's gonna take a lot of time to fix this. And I'll do my best to figure out how. Honestly, that's it. Like, that's it. Don't even mention anyone else. Just taking accountability, bro. Holy. Like, I just... Man, I don't know why. Like, everything else, I'm like reading quietly, keeping myself. I made like a post and I deleted it, and I was like, don't get involved. I can't figure out why that apology frustrated me so badly. But man, I know, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there wasn't manipulation, things like that. I'm not here to dissect or analyze things. I don't care. Don't care. Not here for that. It's just the very tippy top is holy shit. Just own it, man. Like, the screenshots coming forward and being like, yeah, I know you and Red talked, but this is how I feel. Like, there's just, when you have a partner, like, you spend every day with them. You wake up with them. You go to sleep with them. You talk to them. You freaking had a bad interaction with a clerk at the store. You call them up and go, sweetie, that guy sucked. Let me tell you about it. You tell them everything, and vice versa. That's how relationships are. There's no way anyone can convince me that you didn't know. No way. And you can't fool the rest of the world that have been in relationships to that degree. There's a lot of VTubers who have a relationship openly to that degree and know what it's like, to be that close with someone. So I just don't, ouch. Again, this isn't to say that this person does not deserve space to grow and things like that. But I just, they may have talked about it together and decided that he would take the fall. I don't care. I don't care what they decided in private, because what matters is what everyone sees and what they feel, and they deserve an apology from her. Period. Don't care. Also, we don't have any facts of that, so yeah, Kitty's right. Again, all I can say is, regardless, okay, it is up to the people that got affected and harmed in this situation to decide the future. I think regardless of everything that's happened, it is really scary to be put on blast online, and I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt out of it, okay? I think that like, taking a step away from the situation itself, okay, and looking at it as a creator, what's happening now, be it deserved or not, puts fear in all of our hearts that we're not allowed to mess up. Okay, because if you mess up, I think the immediate idea is, well, I might as well go hurt myself. And no one wants that. No one wants that. Like, I can't imagine being the person on the receiving end of all of these things. I wouldn't want that and wish that anyone, even my enemies, and I think that really sucks. And it's really sad. Everyone is well in the right to be angry and sad, and I get it, but just realize that it is thousands against one. And that's really scary. That's really scary. So I'm not saying that there should be sympathy. It's just, as human to human, maybe just be a little bit more careful and allow the people that got affected to feel what they're gonna feel and what they wanna say, but just try your best to maybe go, you know what I mean? I hope they both reflect on their behavior and truly do their utmost to make it right to the people they were hateful to. I hope they take some time to grow and change to be better in the future, and I wish them well. I feel the same. I think she needs to apologize genuinely this time. I agree. Sorry, your comment went up and now I just missed it, Aqua. Hi, Aqua! Yeah. So I know everyone's mad. She had a very, 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 very large community, so I imagine that you guys are hurting, and I get that. But all I can hope is that we kind of give grace for people to grow and reflect, fix themselves, and change. Because you guys might like throw tomatoes at me for this, but I think that everyone has room to grow and change. So we can only hope for that. But I still think that she shouldn't have thrown her boyfriend under the bus. That's fucked up. That's my stance on that. That's my hardcore stance on that. I don't really care. Y'all loved each other. That sucks. That sucks, man. I was so mad at that. I was like, that sucks for everyone. I feel bad for them before that. But that apology made me pissed off. Damn, dude. Damn. Holy shit. I think it's because I can't even, like, even someone that like I loved, I wouldn't want that for them, or loved and then like got pissed off at, or now hated, or had a falling out with. Like I don't want that for anyone, bro. That sucks. That sucks. Big easy. That's kind of what I mean. It's you can be angry and upset and say your piece in a respectful way. And those closely involved, they can say whatever they want in a non-respectful way. That's what I'm talking about. The closest people involved can say whatever they want. If they're pissed, they get to be pissed. But I mean, all of the outsiders looking in, it's not going to help if you guys are like super cruel and send death threats and hate. So I hope that doesn't happen, because that is severely scary, bro. No, I don't think anyone deserves that. I think they got lost somewhere along the way of growth and business, and they both need to do the right thing and leave the internet for a while. I guess I just don't get it. I think that's where I just don't understand. And I think from a creator that was once prior in that kind of outside outliner group for a while, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to still sit with it for a bit. So maybe the lesson here is, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm trying to put like a good head on my shoulders here. She had it all, bro. She had it all. She was the biggest. If you thought of indie VTubers, what you think of like Sinder, Shy Lily, Numi, Bao, right? Like those are like the heavy hitters. If I left anyone out, I'm so sorry. I don't mean any offense. I'm really sorry. Sorry. Just, you know what I mean, right? Oh my God, my body broke. She was like the top, bro. The tippy top. So why would you ever want to like feel like you had to compete with anyone? The content creators you idolize are not always who you believe them to be, including me, bro. But also, half of the stuff I can't read. You guys are going so fast. Openly discussing poop buckets is a green flag. Thank you. I don't know why I took credit for that, but I will say though, I hope she doesn't get mad at me for saying this, but bro, Silver has been through so much, and she has had my back through a freaking lot. And you had to be a complete idiot to not see that she has completely kept her head down and just on her own for a very, very long time, because she's gone through a lot. So the fact that she was targeted for just freaking existing, I want to just, that makes me so mad. Like, I freaking love Silvervale, dude. Holy guacamole and cheese. Can everyone just shake hands? Just shake hands, bro. Like, let people live in their little corners of the internet, being a VTuber or a content creator. And the thing I don't understand is that everyone has their own communities. And sure, you might share communities, but it's not hurting if freaking, I don't know, Blue goes and watches 4 other VTubers. That's not taking away from me, man. That's not taking away from me at all. So what, if you have groceries on the table, a freaking roof over your head, and you can pay rent? What? And you have a happy relationship, bro. Like, I say happy because this is what I assume. If you're with someone for 5 years, that's just what I can assume. Okay, hello, ADHD? What is this song? Stop it. No, I haven't seen Lily's response. Whatever Lily's response is not going to change mine. I have this viewpoint because of a handful of things. And if you guys want me to be more vicious, I'm not going to be. 1, because it's not my place. I wasn't involved in this. Look at my arm. Check that out. 2, I've been here before, and it sucks, man. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend it didn't happen. Y'all were here for the bunny thing. That sucked. That sucked so bad. So I feel for Nano big time in that way, bro. That dude. The difference there though is that it was 1 against 1. Okay, that was hard. I didn't have anyone other pretty much than like Silver and like Sam that had my back for that. So the difference in that is that I was alone. And that's where kind of she shot herself in the foot, is that she went after her best friends. That's wild. But, so anyway, regardless of who's on what end, it's a scary thing to deal with the internet. And this music is something. Is it too much for you? Here. I don't know, man. I just think it sucks. And not everyone is free from from these situations. It happens. If you're a content creator, at some point someone's not gonna like you, okay? Whether it's deserved or not, and they're gonna try to ruin your I need you as my community and as viewers and watchers of a lot of us to just maybe consider that a lot of us have been through this and it really freaking sucks, okay? So if you see one of us fall off the face of the earth and we don't stream for 2 months, or we don't stream a lot, or we're struggling, just give us that grace. Give us that grace, man. Also, Dan, no, absolutely not. Thank you. That's all. Just as you guys, as the outsiders looking in, I wish people would stop talking about it. I'm sorry, man. If we're I don't usually talk about this stuff. I usually don't. I don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Not my thing. But I said in my Discord server, I talk about this for a short period of time and then move on like it never happened. So you have to let people talk about what they need and want to talk about it to clear their air. Because maybe they're upset. Okay? I know that VTubers are your escapism, but please give us the opportunity and space to not feel like about it. And know that it sucks because we have to look at this and go, do we keep our heads down? Do you think people will hate us and our community will hate us if we keep our heads down? Do we pop our heads up? They're gonna look at what we said and how we replied. Are we gonna get in trouble and get crucified if we said something wrong? We are all thinking about those things, you know what I mean? We're trying our best to understand what the right reaction is. But like I said, I don't have a horse in this race. It's just more I've been here before and it doesn't really feel good and I feel bad about it. So yeah, so for my community, the best you can do is just give it some time and please not witch hunt anyone. Don't make it worse, but let the people involved feel and say how they're gonna feel. Okay, because just, you know,